Yeah, normally I don't do this, but I gotta go right into a topic that's crazy to me right
Okay.
now. I've been watching the show Indian Matchmaker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I wonder if that's interesting.
It's blown my mind that you're not watching this. Like
Yeah.
when I saw it earlier, I was like, man, I can't wait till Ansley watches this show. She can tell me about it.
Yeah.
Like, and then you just haven't.
You
So
need
now
to
I'm
dope.
watching the show.
Okay, and is it great?
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's I love how direct they are about everything. Like a lot of the things that they're saying right now, like if you said those same things about what you wanted in life, you'd be canceled
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You
They're
know?
all about like you got to find a man with a degree, right?
Yeah.
Does that man have a PhD?
At least 3 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. Which PhD does he have?
Yeah. My favorite part though is this. There's a chick named Aparna, and she just looks like a person that is not fun to be around.
Yeah.
Just terrible. She's like really high on herself. She's one of these people. She's like, I'm already perfect, and I don't feel like there's anything about me that needs to change. And I need a man that is flexible.
That makes sense, man. If you're already perfect and you're not changing, you need somebody else who's willing to change.
It does make sense, and it's also too. I'm kind of big on her. I like her a lot too. Like she's also like, ugh. But I also like her a lot because she's being very honest.
Yeah.
You know, and there is kind of a movement in society right now that says you're perfect just the way you are, and the world needs to change to conform to you.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, that's what I've been saying.
World caught up to her.
Yeah, basically. Or she called, I don't even know, but it's funny.
She was raised in the world.
She was, yeah, and then, so the one thing that cracks me up about her is she hates comedy. She's like, I don't want the funny guy. I dated the funny guy before, and I never found them funny. It's hilarious to me.
I wonder if he really was funny or if he was just like one of those people that like, you know, those annoying people that everybody says is funny. And they're like not really funny.
I mean, but that's the thing. Because she's so high on herself, like she cannot, she takes herself so seriously. She can't laugh at herself.
Right.
So one of the easiest ways to joke is to joke about the immediate environment.
Yeah.
Which includes the two of us.
Not funny.
Nah, I do not find that funny.
Yeah.
You know, like she has a room in her house that she converted into her walk-in closet.
Yeah.
Like not walk-in closet. It's like a walking. It's like, you know, it's
a
like
walk-in closet.
It's like a touring closet.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a room. It's a room
Yeah.
that's been converted. And in that room she has a bunch of shoes, you know, on racks.
Of course.
And that's when you're a funny person dating a new chick for the first time and you stumble upon her collection of shoes.
Yeah.
You gotta say something.
Yeah.
Not because you're trying to demean her, but you just look at all shoes, women's shoes, you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And then she's just like, not funny, not funny, you know.
Yeah.
It's just some people just can't hear a joke about them and not think that the person thinks so highly negative about them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So she seems like one of those people.
Yeah.
It's funny to me.
But do they have one relationship that they're trying to sort through, or they keep getting matched up with people and they have to say whether they like them or not?
I'm kind of early into
Okay.
it, but it seems like this matchmaker likes to be able to do it in as few attempts as possible.
Gotcha.
You know, because I mean, I don't know I'm sure that does a lot for her reputation as a matchmaker.
Yeah.
But also for the tradition that these people are trying to be matched within, right? So you don't want a floozy, you know?
Yeah.
Like I would imagine, like she hasn't said anything about this yet, but I would imagine that there are a certain amount of attempts that a woman could have that just burns her. You know, it's just like, yeah, I'm sorry, we tried 6 times, you're on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's
know.
your fault. It's you. It's not them. It's not us.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah, and it's also kind of a bad look where a guy is like, oh, you've had 6 attempts at matching. You know, it's like not from a very professional, highly reputable, very successful Matchmaker.
Yeah.
And can't seem to find anybody for you. Yeah, so that kind of again, I don't know. I'm making this. I'm extrapolating what I think their cultural idiosyncrasies would be around that subject.
Yeah.
Based off of what I'm seeing from them.
Yeah.
You know, and so this is the other thing that's cracking me up because I only know Indian guys from growing up, right? And you know, you hang out with the kind of people that are like you. So I'm hanging out with like, you know, like athletic, comic booky, Indian type dudes. So every time I see like them go on a date, I'm like, is he gonna be wearing sandals on this date? Because all the Indian guys I knew wore sandals to play basketball. It's like, I mean, like I know they wear sandals for 3-on-3. Do they wear them for 1-on-1?
Did they wear like Birkenstocks? What kind of sandals did they wear?
I would. I mean, no. I mean, they're like Indian sandals. You know, but yeah, they're. I guess Birkenstocks is a style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. But I guess not the brand.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Is it a brand in a style? Is Birkenstock an eponym?
For me, it is. I don't know if it is for other people.
That's fair. I mean, consider that your white privilege. Consider like to be able to think that Birkenstocks.
Isn't that my white ignorance? Or is my white ignorance my white privilege?
I think that's the same now.
Oh, that's the same.
Yeah. Like if you're dumb and white, it's like, look at your white privilege.
You're getting through life with your dumb ass.
Goodness gracious, look at this chick. She doesn't even know what a Birkenstock is. I don't either.
Yeah.
But that's my black ignorance. Yeah, that's not my fault.
That's because you were you were held back.
I'm unprivileged. I've been deprivileged.
You've been
Yeah,
you
I don't
pair,
get the reference. I'm sorry. I had trouble with that question on the SATs. I don't get it.
That's because we need to restructure all of education so it's better for you and doesn't just.
Yeah, can we please take the Birkenstocks out of education, please? Thank you, please. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I guess now that we're talking about Indians playing basketball in Birkenstocks, my favorite thing right now is with sports. Like, sports are trying to make a comeback. Mm-hmm. They're doing their damnedest.
Everybody keeps getting COVID, right? Even in these little bubbles?
It's not even that. It's like people, it seems like the issue right now, at least what I'm finding most entertaining, is the opting out. There are so many athletes that are opting out to participate in this season because of the potential dangers that it could probably put their family under and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Like you there are a lot of things that you can opt out of without getting kind of ridiculed. Like no matter how good you are in that situation. Right? Like if you're a doctor and you're like, I don't really feel comfortable being in the hospital right now. Nobody's going to like look at your record as a doctor and like judge your opting out based on that.
Yeah.
But as an athlete, that's what everybody is doing.
Like he's not even good enough to be opting out. So who does he think he is?
This something Funches. I don't know his full name. He's a he's a wide receiver for the Packers.
Yeah.
And he's trending on Twitter because he opted out. Like over 3,000 tweets about him opting out, and they're all like Funches opting out. I didn't even know he was a Packer. I didn't even know he played football. And then it's like he couldn't catch a football all year. What makes him think he's going to catch COVID? It's like 3,000 tweets like that.
Yeah.
It's just nonstop. So that's my favorite thing in sports right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Black Twitter handling the opt-outs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like professional athletes are like away from their family for the entire season anyways.
I mean, again, I think that's your white privilege.
I watched a lot of Real Housewives, and whenever the housewives had an NBA star boyfriend, like all the Atlanta ones, the boyfriends were gone all the time.
Yeah, I mean, because the show was Housewives. It wasn't like NBA stars in their bitches. You know what I mean? It was Housewives. I don't think, again, that's your white privilege. Not like, I don't know any black people that can watch one of those shows and assume that's how their lives are.
Oh, no.
Because we don't know what white women live like.
There's some black women, too.
Ugh, Ansley.
Yeah.
Can you say that? Are you allowed to say that? Are black women allowed to be housewives right now? Are you trying to subjugate black women right now to submissive roles in society as housewives? Excuse me? Sorry? No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cancel you. I apologize. Yeah. Yeah, I saw this this fight on Facebook. It was a panhandler fighting a guy that I guess he tried to get money from. And then the guy that he was trying to get money from said some disrespectful shit about the guy's mom. And I only know that because he was like, you disrespected me. You said this, that about my mom. You said, go fuck your mom. You said, go fuck your mom. I'm not that kind of, it's like nobody talks to me like that.
Wait, this is the panhandler?
The panhandler. The panhandler said, was disrespected.
Yeah.
Which you don't have to do. You just don't give him money. Right. So then this guy, they're like going back and forth. They like square up on each other. You know that thing that like black dudes do in the hood when they can't fight? They square up. Like,
they bob and weave a little bit?
Dude, black people can bob and weave. Can't throw a punch for shit, but we can bob the fuck out of some weave.
I know, but doing it before the punches are even coming?
Yeah, I mean, you got to show you got to show who you are.
Yeah.
You got to show that, It's like, dude, I weave hard.
That is a little disorienting.
Yeah, it is. Every punch that has been landed in a black fight was accidental. No one has ever, like, every time you ever see, anytime like a black, like in those hood fights.
Yeah.
Like when one person lands, their eyes get big as fuck. They're like, it worked. It worked. Oh my goodness. So they do that. It's like, so they do that dance, right?
Yeah.
They little square up, like back and forth, weaving at each other. like they look like they both look like two Mortal Kombat characters that are like yet to be finished. They're just like waving in the wind, So and then like the couple jabs, right, from like 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
They were social distancing jabs.
Yeah.
Because black people are very responsible during this pandemic.
Yeah.
That's why we've been fighting. That's why we've been fighting like that for so long.
Oh, okay.
That's why we've been that's why we got good at bobbing and weaving.
You gotta avoid that COVID.
Yeah. It was just like too much contact. You guys, that's how white people fight.
All up on top of each
all
other.
up on each other, wrestling and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's because white people tussle.
Yeah, tussle.
Black people just weave at each other.
So true.
Just weave at each other. Oh my God. All right, so then they're going back and forth, and then the guy gets in his car and starts to leave. It's like in the 7-Eleven parking lot. He starts to leave the parking lot.
He just got done weaving. He was
he just he weaved himself into like a high level of confidence.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, now I'm leaving. So he gets in his car. He starts to leave. The panhandler is like kind of following the car, yelling stuff into the driver's side window. There are women in the car with the guy that we didn't even know that yet. You don't see that until the end, right?
Yeah.
So, the guy gets out of his car and he goes, oh, okay, I'm about to show you how I handle motherfuckers when I don't got my gun on me, right? Which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Because then he goes to his trunk to open it up, and the panhandler is like, I want to see what he's doing.
I'm curious.
I'm gonna wait this out. It would be so funny if he pulled out. You ever see those street performers that it's like one guy and he has like puppets, like big tall puppets, like one on this side, one on the right, one on the left. He's in the middle and he's kind of controlling them both, and there's like 3 people dancing.
Yeah.
I would have loved it if you would have pulled out one of those and just started weaving on them. He's like, oh my God, I'm seeing 3. So he goes and he pulls out a bat. And swings at the dude, and
it's a good social distance fighting tool.
It is, but it's like you got to be proficient, right? Because you're not nearly as good at swinging that bat in a fight as that panhandler is at weaving. It's genetic, you know that. It's like two weavers going at each other. His weave skills.
Yeah.
He's bobbing and weaving. He's like, dodging. But he's like, every time he dodges, he stays close. Like he tries to close the distance. Which, if you're swinging a bat, you swing it at somebody one time and they try to close the distance. Now, what you're supposed to do is take two steps back and talk shit again. Like, yeah, motherfucker, now what? Now what? You don't want none of this. Like, you know, like, and get back in your car and leave, right? You don't actually try to hit him. Again, like most black fights, there are no contact. It's just like a Zulu Gi.O.A.T. Like just two people standing across from each other, doing high kicks, yelling insults, right?
Yeah.
So the guy takes a couple swings at him, misses, and just keeps chasing after him. He doesn't stop. And then he takes one final swing where he goes in to like swings hard. And like when you swing a bat, it goes all the way across your body. And then the panhandler steps in, one punch knockout.
What?
And you could just see his mind like, what the fuck? I did it. I hit a person.
Yeah.
This is the best day of my life. And jumps on top of him, starts like hitting him. Because he doesn't know what to, like you could tell he's like, what do I do now? You know? It's like
Never gotten this far in a fight.
no. It's like a new level of Donkey Kong Country. It's like, what do I do here?
Follow the bananas. Follow the bananas.
Yeah. And so he gets on top of him, starts hitting him, and you can tell even that he's like, you can tell in his body language, like, oh my God, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm doing this, which is, it's got to be at the top of every human man's fight fantasy.
Yeah.
To be able to be on top of another man who has disrespected you and your mother. Right?
Right.
Just like wailing on him. Like that. That's got to be at the top of a fight fantasy. And then he gets up and he starts like talking shit, walking away. And then he's like, fuck, I can take his money. This guy's knocked out.
Yeah.
And then he starts going through his pockets, pulls out, like this dude has wads of money in his pocket. Ooh. Like when he pulls a big wad of money out of the man's pocket. And as he pulls it out so hard that money explodes out of this man. Like it's like a reverse, you know those fans that people stand in and like the money's blowing all around them and they're trying to catch all. It's like the opposite of that. It's just like a money leaf blower. You know, just like and then the best part of the whole entire video is the two women that were in the car with the guy. They come out and they check on him. And like they're looking at him, making sure he's okay. And then they leave. Like they walk away. They just ghost this man. And then strangers have to come stand with this man and make sure he's okay until help gets there.
Huh.
It is. So the stranger that's standing there making sure that this guy is okay, what he look like? Here's the game. What he look like is back right now.
Well, it is 2020.
It is.
It is a pandemic.
Wholeheartedly.
White people are really looking for like any way to make them look like they aren't jerks. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a white person.
Okay.
I think it's a I'm trying to decide whether I think it's a guy or a lady. I think it's a lady. I think it's a white lady.
Okay.
I think she just feels like compelled to stay with this human. Like she's got like short hair that's straight and she's scared to death the whole time she's doing it. But she's staying there because she feels like if she walks away and somebody caught it on her cell phone, she'd be canceled.
Okay, so I mean, it was a guy. Okay. I mean, I feel like I kind of told you that when I said what he looked like, but no big deal. No big deal. No big deal. I mean, consider that your white privilege. But he does have that body language where it's like when he's like, man, fuck. He doesn't look like he cares whether or not he's being filmed. Yeah. But he's just like, damn it.
Like
damn it.
Stuck in this situation.
He is. It's like, it's like I'm a good guy, right? And he's like looking at him. He's like, oh fuck, I'm a good guy. I'll stay. And he's like, is he good? Is he moving? Ah, fuck, he's not moving. He does not want to be there. He's wearing sandals. Yeah. You know, but not even like Birkenstocks. He's wearing like slip-on, like and one sandals.
You don't want to have to bob and weave in those.
No, well, white people don't bob and weave. They tussle.
True. You don't want to tussle in those.
No, you don't. You like white people. Like when white people tussle, their shoes explode off their feet. That's why it's easier to just wear sandals. That's why if you ever see a white person in sandals, do not tussle with that guy. He is prepared. He's just prepared because he's like, listen, anything can happen, and I don't want to lose my socks. So he's just out there ready to tussle in sandals.
Yeah,
that's just how it goes. Like white people fight best barefoot.
Yeah. Years of practice.
Years of practice. Like white people and black people are very different that way. Like black people, like white people fight best with shoes off. They race best with shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
Black people. Black people fight best with shoes on and race best with shoes off.
How are we supposed to get along if we're so different?
We got to figure this out.
Yeah.
We got to figure out how to bring these two cultures together.
I think like when we went down that road of like the toe shoes that were like, they were like basically socks and like your toes were out. Like that was the world trying to bridge the difference. And society was like, no. Like white people and black people, they were like, no.
And Asians were like, we'll wear them.
Yeah.
If nobody else is going to wear them, we'll wear them. I mean, because if you guys are going to sort things out with these toe shoes. Nah, that's because you can't really bob and weave good barefoot.
No.
You need traction.
Tussling barefoot, yeah.
Yeah. Barefoot tussling is a barefoot activity. Yeah, man. What else? What do you got going on? What do you got going on? I love how things are going so far.
Good.
I absolutely love it. Yeah. I can get into this.
Yeah.
I can get into this because I know you recently did Muay Thai and you probably are a little taken aback physically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is, by the way, why we're so late, because I did Muay Thai for the first time this past Saturday. We normally record on Sundays, and like my body was just a brick. Like I could not get anything loose. Everything hurt.
Yeah.
So we tried to record, but I wasn't myself. Ansley was hot. You were on fire. You were pretty hot. But it was like, it's got to be both of us.
Yeah.
At least it's got to be me. It's because like people will always be okay with you because that's your white privilege.
And my white privilege.
Like, no matter how you present on this podcast, people are like, man, Ansley's great. But that's your white privilege. Just know that. That's your white privilege. So the other day, I was, as I often do, I was revisiting the Tower of Babel story.
No, jeez.
and coming up with my new theories for the Tower of Babel. So, real quick, I'm not going to get into that because that's not. Maybe we'll see. We'll see where this.
Make no promises you can't keep. So again.
Yeah, we'll see where this goes. But so basically, what I have now is that the Tower of Babel is basically, just to rehash, the Tower of Babel is a story where people come together and try to build a tower up to God. Mm-hmm. Like that's basically, and they're all different backgrounds, and this is the thing that they come together for. Mm-hmm. And it's a tale, it's a story, it's a fable, basically warning society about the perils of toxic unity.
Yeah.
And it's a good phrase.
Toxic unity.
It's a good phrase. I like it. Toxic unity, because that's what a lot of these movements are suffering from right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just like highlight and pinpoint just one, right? Like I'm not going to blame it all on the Black Lives Matter movement, but there's a lot of toxic unity there. But
if you say so.
But then there's like the opposite, the contrarian point, like the All Lives Matter movement or whatever. That's also toxic unity.
Yeah.
So there is like all the unity that's happening right now is in like response to another type of unity. Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, if the unity that you're getting together for is this righteous belief of how you're better than other people, like we're going to all get together and reach God, because we're so much better than all those people that didn't come. That's toxic.
That is toxic. And again, that is what I believe, because that was my other theory about the Tower of Babel, is that these people, in reaching God, in building a tower to reach God, they were also trying to become God.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to be on the level of God.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what you see in a lot of these movements, whether it's like BLM, All Lives Matter, or just like whichever side you're on about this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Like whether it's mask on, mask off, it's like you're trying to become God right now.
Yeah, it's everybody's. If you're not with us, you're against us.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now.
As if being with you is somehow a prize.
Yeah.
It's like, do you hear yourself?
Didn't we mock this 10 years ago when people started doing that?
Yeah.
But now we're all,
So I'm just like, bouncing around my Tower of Babel theory, like bouncing it around. Mm-hmm, and then I stumbled on one of the most important sports theories in the history of mankind. Maybe for black people.
Does it have to do with bobbing and weaving?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. So, who's the best basketball player in the world?
Michael Jordan.
Right? First thing that comes out of your mouth, without even a hesitation.
Yeah.
You don't even consider who's the second best basketball player in the world.
Either Larry Bird or LeBron James.
Is that your white privilege? Is that your white privilege? So that's actually not a bad call, and like that also just facilitates my theory. Right?
Okay.
So I would say when you talk about like greatness ambassadors to the game of basketball. So, because I definitely agree that Larry Bird is one of the most skilled basketball players to ever play the game of basketball, and that translated into championships for him. Therefore, he's one of the best basketball players to ever play the game of basketball. But I don't know if he's necessarily the ambassador for greatness that Michael Jordan is or Kobe Bryant was.
Oh, fair enough.
Right?
Yeah.
So, basically, I'm mulling over the differences between Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and then LeBron James, because I still feel like Kobe Bryant is ahead of LeBron James on that greatness ambassador scale.
Yeah.
Right. And then you look at these men, and I don't think I've ever remember hearing. Other than like wanting people on their team to help get them a championship, you don't really hear complaints out of Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. They're not whiners, they're winners,
Right. Is that did people back in Michael Jordan's time like complain to the media the same way that
the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
It was a whiny time. There were athletes that were whining about shit all the time. And yeah, it was a lot of it. There was a lot of it, but you just would never hear it from Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You would never hear like Michael Jordan like, this isn't fair for basketball. I mean, of course he was making more money than God at the time.
Yeah.
Like his bank account was the Tower of Babel. His bank account was God at the time. But you look at the way that they progressed as athletes. Like when Michael Jordan came into the league, you just got the sense that like, God damn, this man is a winner.
Yeah.
Like he'll win at all costs.
Yeah.
Like when Kobe Bryant came into the league, it was like, this is the definition of a competitor.
Yeah.
This dude will compete. He like if Satan came up with a ball and was like, "You want to play the ones?"
Yeah.
Like you could just see Kobe like, "This motherfucker can't guard me."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but you didn't see like LeBron James didn't feel like he didn't seem like somebody that was no matter what. There wasn't any no matter what to him.
Yeah, no. You saw him put his head down and shake his head sometimes. Like you never saw Michael Jordan put his head down.
Never.
Like even like what that famous game when he had the flu at the end of the finals and he was like under the towel, like he didn't have his head down. He was just not dying for a second.
Yeah.
You know,
wasn't in the finals, but still big.
Okay,
game,
I thought I had a really good reference.
Yeah. It was a really good reference. It was a really good reference. It was just you referenced it wrong.
I tried. I went too far.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. You saw my eyes light up. Just don't go any. Never go any. You were like, I hit. I made a hit. Stick to your weaving, Ansley.
Okay,
Just stick to the weaving. So, but that's it. So, when the odds were against Michael Jordan, you saw Michael Jordan rise to the moment. It didn't mean he was going to win.
Yeah.
But he was going to rise to the moment until all of the time was off the clock.
Yeah.
when you see Kobe Bryant in an insurmountable situation, he's going to rise to the moment. Again, it doesn't mean he's going to win, but he is going to rise to the moment.
It's like all that that struggle that went on, like to rise to the moment, or like in those moments, was like very internal to Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. Like It was all like, it was within their head. It was like they had the power to do it, but it mattered what they did. And then like when I think of LeBron James, it's like things are external. It's like, come on now, what are we doing? You know, like it's like out. Yeah. You know, does that okay?
So I mean, and it plays out in examples, right? Like anytime things seem like they're going bad, like we might not win, LeBron James tends to shrink.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, where did LeBron James go?
Yeah.
You know, he's still in the court, but where'd he go?
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, why is that? Because if you look at the three of these men, if you were to say who has the most physical gifts, without a shadow of a doubt, it's LeBron James. He's 6'7". He's been built like a grown man since the age of 5. You know, like he can jump out of the building.
Yeah.
He's fast as all hell, and he's a solid human man.
Yeah.
You know, like he like if you had to pick between the three of them, which one would be able to run straight through a brick wall?
Yeah.
It's LeBron James for sure.
Yeah.
So, what's the difference between these men? Like why does LeBron James not rise to the occasion under the most insurmountable pressure?
Who had a dad in their house?
There you go.
Yeah?
That's it. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were raised by their fathers.
Yeah.
LeBron was raised by a single woman. And first of all, that is correct, but it was also your white privilege that allowed you to say that, which is, I don't know how that goes. But yeah, I was like, when I realized that the other day, I was just like, oh my God, that's the answer to it. I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like they were raised by dads. He wasn't. Mm-hmm. He's got LeBron James, not unlike myself, he's got too much bad bitch energy, right? Mm-hmm. And bad bitches don't like to look stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like bad bitches will quit before they allow something to make them look stupid.
Yeah.
You know? They'll blow this whole shit. I'll blow this whole shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're taking everything down with you.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, really? Well, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. Had a whole press conference.
Yeah.
LeBron James
had a bad bitch press conference.
He had a bad bitch press conference to break up with a team.
I don't like how you've been treating me. I think they'll be nicer to me down there.
Yeah, no, you don't. The bad. He ain't say. He's like, no, I'm out. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. That's too much bad bitch energy. LeBron James has way too much bad bitch energy. That's my contribution to society right now.
Did this have something to do with the Tower of Babel?
It was just I was on the Tower of Babel.
This is just where you find all your nuggets of wisdom.
Yeah, it's just when you go it's one of my things that I go to that kind of like resets my wisdom.
Is it because the Tower of Babel is like a penis?
Yeah,
very phallic.
Yeah, I always go back to dick.
Yeah.
Like anytime I need to reset my wisdom, it's like it's very dick heavy.
Yeah.
You know? So then it's like then I start realizing like other things that matter in life.
Yeah.
Like always go like that's my root.
Dick root?
Yeah, my dick root. It's my root. Like, it's my root.
I picture you like out in the woods needing to meditate, so you dig a hole for your dick and like put it in. You're like, I'm dick rooting with the world.
Yeah. That's by the way, digging a hole for your dick is the only way to open up your dick chakra.
Yeah, I believe you.
It's a very specific hole. It can't be too deep. It can't be too shallow.
Yeah. It's got to fit just right.
Everything has to touch. I was dick rooting. Just doing some dick rooting. Man, I love where all this is going so far. What you got? What's on your mind now? Yeah. Let me see where we're at here because we're zipping. We are zipping along here. And I mean that's really all the heavy shit that's all the heavy lifting I was doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's some good thinking you've been doing.
It is. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I feel good about it. It was and that made me think about the way LeBron James did that press conference, because now that I'm thinking about it in terms of a breakup, like, I'm not mad at the way he did that anymore.
You can respect his bad bitch energy?
No. I don't respect any man's bad bitch energy, including mine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I would prefer that we were all raised by fathers and that none of us had bad bitch energy. Yeah. I feel like society would be a lot different if so many men weren't walking around with bad bitch energy. Like so many black men. Too many black men walking around with bad bitch energy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, because it's a lot of like, oh, you don't know me. You don't know me. I ain't working there. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's like too much pride, not enough application.
Yeah.
Right. But thinking about it as a breakup, it's like, because before it was like, man, it's very unprofessional that you did that. Like this team, drafted you into your dream profession. They bent over backwards to try to put people around you to make you a champion.
Yeah.
I mean, the least you can do is have a, private discussion behind closed doors and move on like everybody else does. Like, why do you have to make a big display of it? But, I mean, I also, like, now that I'm looking at it as a breakup, it's like, I don't feel like people should have to break up with you to your face.
No?
No. It's like, they are done with you.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't. Yeah. So the other side of it, though, like, it's like give me the decency of the respect of, like, that this mattered to you, right? Like, that's how you're going to, if this was like, you would get that if instead of this was a breakup, this was a contract extension. Like, if I was sitting down to have a conversation with you about extending the relationship. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm going to show you the respect and that this matters to me. But, like, if it's over, that's on you, right? Like, that's on you. And what you just said, like, to show me the decency and the respect that this mattered to you, that's why women get murdered by men. Because they want to have the last word. Let's just get together one more time.
Yeah. It was like they want, because as much as like they want, it's both ways. Like, because they want to feel like this mattered to them, like this was something. And when they're breaking up with a guy, they want the guy to feel that way too. Yeah. Where it's like, get away from that guy. Yeah, yeah, if you're breaking up with that dude, get the fuck away from that dude. We're not women. We don't need closure. Right. Like, closure for us is you getting fucked up. Get the fuck away from that guy. Break up with him from as far away as possible. Yeah. As far as possible.
Yeah, like a Post-it note. It's not that bad. Like, I'm leaving you. I left you.
No, I mean, that's even dangerous. Like, where are you going to leave that Post-it note? He might get there before you're too far away before he reads that Post-it note.
Well, you got to pack your stuff. When you're packing your stuff, you leave the Post-it note as you're running out the door.
All new shit. That's why like smart women, when they leave relationships and they're like, I'm starting over. It's like, yeah, the fuck you are. You're smart. You left all your shit at his house and got the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah. Yeah. That's how breakups should be. And that's why women.
But that's why women will leave all that stuff there so that they have an excuse to come back when things don't work out. You mean
like out in the world when they try to go?
They go out in the world, things don't go so good. They come back, they're like, I just need to get my stuff.
Don't get your
women
stuff.
Can't handle that. Yeah. Can't handle that. It's an opening, a window opening.
Nah, your stuff that's not your stuff anymore. That's his stuff. That is now his stuff. That belongs to a murderer now. Yeah. It's like you literally have to, like, if you want that stuff back, you have to kill a dragon. Yeah. You have to kill a monster. Yeah. And it's like, it's not worth it. Yeah. Just go restart your life from, women like to start over.
We do like to start over.
Just go be a bad bitch. Just get your bad bitch energy up and start over. Yeah. That's all it is.
Because you want new hair, new clothes anyways.
Exactly. You don't need any of that stuff.
No.
Yeah. So that's just something I realized right now. No big deal. Dude, it's just the Tower of Babel strengthens me. It just does. Like, I love, that's my favorite story to revisit, to reset my wisdom. Yeah. It's like, that's my bad bitch energy. That resets my bad bitch energy. Now I'm here. Now I'm here for it. What? Yeah. What these bitches want. Yeah. Or like, I don't know why Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the foot, but it seems like she was probably popping off too close to dude. You know what I mean? Like, get out of the car and talk your shit.
Yeah.
Don't talk your shit in the car as you're leaving.
Yeah.
Leave, then talk your shit.
That's fair. That's fair. You're flying too close to the sun, man.
For sure.
Because women they want to have that, like, the other way women find that things matter to people is, like, to get them angry, like, get them emotional and riled up. And that's how they can tell that they mattered. Like,
and that's the other thing, too. It's like when a woman breaks up with a guy, she's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. And then the guy's like, all right, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her. And then, like, she looks at the guy, and he's like trying to breathe, and she's like, he's not even upset about this.
Yeah.
I got to get him upset. Meanwhile, he's like, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her. And she's like, oh, I know what. So, yeah, it's like, it's not a good. But you know what? There should be arranged breakups.
Like somebody to mediate it? What do you mean arranged?
Yeah, like somebody to be like, yeah, dude, it's over.
Like be the middleman? Like I'll send.
Yeah. It'd be funny if it was like if somebody just walked past a couple, like sitting at a table outside eating, and like it came back and was like, nah, you guys don't work out. This isn't working out. This is not working out for either one of you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, look how long you keep that fork in your mouth after every bite. You hate this. You hate this. Slowly pulling the fork. Yeah. I think we're good here.
I think we're good. Yeah.
We got this content.
A lot of
up.
wisdom.
Yeah, a lot of wisdom, a lot of content. Mm-hmm. This went very fast. I mean, it's we're about 40 something minutes in. We just get this up to make sure you guys have something. Again, we are working on this project, getting some people to interview for the Patreon. We should have that very soon. And it's basically we're going to be interviewing people about we're going to call it 1 in 1. 1 in 1. Your greatest win, your greatest loss. Tell us about it. Let us make fun of you. Let's all make fun of it together.
Yeah.
So it should be a good time. So make sure if you're not on the Patreon, get on the Patreon because we're going to be interviewing some of the comedians you love and adore. Some you may, just interesting people who we want to hear from.
Yeah.
Right? So shout outs. Man, I feel like I haven't done this in years.
I know.
Goodness gracious. It's like you go off schedule just a little bit.
That's all it takes.
It's just like, this feels so weird. It's like,
imagine if the Tower of Babel was angled just a little bit. You're not getting to God.
Nah. That's what happened to the Italians. They tried.
With the Pisa?
Yeah. Yeah. More like a piece of shit. A piece of shit tower. Yeah. All right. Shout outs. Here we go. Shout out to Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Liz Bot, Doc, Phil Clark, Kevin Stevens, Julian and Meg from Canada, and Meg's meg.says.so on Instagram, and So and Tell, her podcast about making cool shit, clothes that is, with her other a lot of bad bitches.
Lots of bad bitch energy there.
A lot of bad bitch. 3 bad bitches making clothes, gabbing. And then Kevin Lau, Mary Jo, Nicole, Raj, Janelle, Courtney, Rick, Andrew Pace, Keith Butts, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Ellis, Logan Ryan, Roger Downs, Rob, Joe Francis, and his girls' company, Saved by the Reef. Goodness gracious, she just commented on a post that I put up, and she commented her Saved by the Reef. She tagged it, and I completely still don't remember her name. I'm so sorry about that. I'll look that up. TJ James, Nick Cupsey, and your 2 books, Lost in the Mail, The 5 People You Meet in Wawa. Don't know who this old guy is still. I apologize. Still, I hope you made it.
Hope you made it.
Hope you made it through COVID. Hope you made it through the Black Lives Matter protests.
Yeah, it wasn't good for old white guys.
Nah.
Is he a white guy?
He was a white guy. And then Kevin McGran, Chris Bruno, Graham Hoffman. What up, man? Brian... who was it? Chris Tucker, Derek. Oh, my brother, Derek.
Yeah.
It's like my brother Derek. And Bachner. Let me just look this up on Facebook and make sure I'm saying his name right. Because he's been showing us a lot of love on Facebook, and he needs to be in these shout outs because he's the man. Brian Bachner. What up, man? Thanks for all the Facebook love you've been throwing out there. Oh shit, he's a fan of New York City Crime Report. That's Pat Dixon's podcast. Ah. Yeah. So yeah. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the we love you guys. Mm-hmm. And right now you're listening to Circadian Clocks music. Shout out to Melissa. Mm-hmm. And keep on listening, guys. We'll keep on making this. Later.
Got you.